Okay, we're recording now again. Plus, I'm also grabbing single frames. So hopefully I'll have a bunch of single frames I can compare over time the same prominence to show the change over time. Let me see what it looks like in the positive. There's the positive. Right now I'm at what, 190 zoom. Let me zoom to 250. That's 250. Just playing with the black levels a little bit. Oop, too much. You can play with sharpness, but that then sometimes you see the background gets really weird. Okay. Yeah, that one prominence has really changed over the last 50 minutes. What's the weather like up in Canada? Is it going to be clear? I know Rock has been dying to get out. I think it clouded out Friday night when he was okay. Well, maybe he will be broadcasting some. I'd like to see him. We had our winter lasted 2 days. Um, we had 2 days in the 20s back in, what was it, January? Other than that, it's been really mild. So I can move down and move over a little. Yeah, it wasn't a real winter. It was like we had 2 days of, I think it was 24, feels like 17 or 16, and then after that, it went right back up. And the negative on this allows you to see the detail of the tops of the proms. Where's my Epic pen when I need it? The joy of having two monitors and having everything on different ones. You can see kind of curving out from this one. This one's kind of arcing up. This one's kind of And you got one over here that's arcing this way, and this one's kind of arcing that way. I'm getting to the point where I don't like cold, but boy, I don't like the heat of here in the summer either. Okay, so back that out a little bit. So now let's move up. There's a few more that seem to be developing. Well, let me move around the limb and see if I can move up. Move east. Bunch of little itty bitty bumps on the limb. Oop. Why did that get so dark so fast? Ooh. It does not like being moved away from the, you gotta obscure the, I guess the, yeah, okay. So let's zoom in on that cluster on the right edge. Go to about 200. Yeah. Yeah, they're much smaller than the ones that are on the other limb. What's this? Whoa. Whoa. Nah, there is. I can show you. Yeah, there is some surface. Like I said, there was a sunspot group up here that's moving off the limb. And if you go to the negative, you can see the the filament that was part of that group a little bit better. Let me erase that, and now you can see there's a filament that was running along here. That shows up better in an inverse view than it does in the positive view. I'll go back to positive. See, it doesn't show up as well in the positive. That filament is like right along up in here, right near the limb. There was what I thought I saw was a sunspot, but it was a small one. Maybe not. No. Oh, you mean you're going to do some broadcasting? Oh, then I can sign up and watch yours. Yes, it is a bunch of little filaments. What is this right next to that filament? Let me zoom in on that. Is that a... Let me go to 200 and then try to... Let me go to a negative there. That's a bright region. I don't know what... I don't know if this shows up as anything, and this one too. It's a bright region on the sun. So I'm gonna when you go to negative, let's go back to positive. Sounds good to me. Let me see, did focus change? Let me see if I can change focus. Nope. Mm-mm. There's a few little bright spots, but no sunspots that I can see. A few bright spots. Bright spot there, bright spot here, but no real sunspots. I guess with a white light filter, this would be very bland. What time is it? Is it 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock? I don't even know what time it is anymore. It's 2 o'clock. Okay. Well, a friend of mine just commented on my post in NSN Live, Facebook. Is Byron watching? No, he's not watching. Oh, he was commenting about me trying to climb ladders in the dark to shut down the shutter system. No, that's not going to happen. I'll be doing this in the daytime, closing it up. I won't be opening the shutter at night until I can get that electric drive system going. Yeah, he was with me at a star party once when I fell off a little 2-foot ladder, slammed my shoulder against the wall, dislocated my shoulder, and then he, his wife, and my wife had to run 30 miles to the nearest hospital to reset the shoulder. It had dislocated, and then it was followed by 2 surgeries afterwards to fix it. So that was on a 2-foot ladder, and not the 10-foot I've been climbing on top of here in the observatory to adjust the shutter system. Got to keep my feet on the ground. There's not a whole lot. Hopefully when it comes time for the solar eclipse in August, there'll be some more detail on the sun to watch before the eclipse. That is the worst pain I have ever experienced, Rusty. I've had 5 shoulder surgeries. I've dislocated the left one. Oh God. In my sleep, putting my hands behind my head and falling asleep, and it would pop out. And it's like, give me some Dilaudid, something, knock me out, anything. Yeah, that was one of my post-Katrina related injuries. One of the left shoulder repairs was due to a water main breaking after Katrina, and the water launching me to the ground and dislocating my shoulder when I tried to brace the fall. That resulted in the last repair on the left shoulder. I drove to the hospital. I said, just give me something for the pain, knock me out, something, please, which they did. What is this at the bottom here? Let me change exposures and see what happens. I'm going to gradually bump up the exposure. Let me go 50. Let me go to 250. Oh, that must be part of that problem on the surface. Let me go back to 25. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Clicked it off. Let me zoom in on that spot. Okay. Yeah, we're watching this little feature here. And let's see what happens as we increase the exposure. I have some arthritis in my knee right now. I've had medial meniscus repairs, but no replacements like the wife. And I can only envision the pain of a knee replacement. She's been through both. I'm gradually increasing the exposure. I'm now at 150, 170, 220, 225, 250. to think that I'm at 300 milliseconds. What is it? A 3/10 of a second? I want to think that's got to be something on the surface that's related to what's on the limb. Let me go back to 20. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Back to a positive. Well, I think I am going to be stopping the broadcast for now. I'm glad y'all could stop by. It's been a while, but yeah, I'm going to stop it for now, and maybe I'll go play with the, see if Ben from Exploradome had responded to my last YouTube video links. He may have some things for me to try out this afternoon. Y'all have a good afternoon. Good night, Connie, Will, Rusty, Sam, and guests. Until next time. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, let me park the scope. Okay, park.
Telescope slew complete.
Okay.
Telescope disconnected.
Okay.